Everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my brand new series. It's autumn 2026 and this has got to be one of my absolute favorite techniques to use with resin, and I want to say one of the best resin hacks. Now, I ordered these made to measure UV DTFs from Amanda Towgood from Resin Supplies Den on Facebook. Now, you can order from Temu, Shein, AliExpress, all of those places, but these are made to measure, which makes it so cool. You can actually get them to fit your exact mold. Now, the mold I'm using is from Moulds and Shapes, and of course I will link it down below alongside your 10% discount code. Each medallion is measuring around 5.5 centimeters across. So this is the Moulds and Shapes medallion mold, and these stickers fit absolutely perfectly. The resin I'm using for the first half of this video is the Let's Resin epoxy resin. Details, of course, all down below. Now, if you remember this mold, this is the previous video. I made some ammonites and I'd already mixed up quite a lot of resin, and this was the background color. So this is the Night Sky mica powder. I had some left over and I knew that I wanted to go on to create this video. So the reason you're not seeing me mix up the epoxy resin in today's video is because this is left over from the ammonite mold video. Usually when I film, I sit for a couple of hours and I film multiple videos all in one day, and that often means I've got leftovers and I'm creating enough resin for more than just one project. But this is the Night Sky mica powder. It is a stunning deep blue with a sparkle in it. This was also sent to me from Amanda Towgood from Resin Supplies Den. So yeah, go check her out if you are interested in getting any made to measure UV DTFs and or any of these colors. Now, 24 hours later, it is time to stick the UV DTFs in. Now, again, the reason I just went ahead and used this blue color is because the background color didn't matter on these at all. I knew I was going to be covering them up with all of these absolutely glorious UV DTFs. This was actually a pattern. So I messaged Amanda weeks and weeks ago and I just said, look, I've got autumn videos coming up. Can you find me all things autumn? And Amanda sent me over a ton of images, and this image, this absolutely stunning image of mushrooms and all autumnal feels. And I asked her if she could cut these for me into 5 centimeter circles directly to fit this mold, which is why I say, yes, you can order from Shein, you can order from Amazon. I've done it myself. I still do. I order UV DTFs from Amazon. But the beauty of ordering them from a UK supplier is that they can be made to measure. They can be made as big or as small as you want to fit your mold. So these are all going in. Now, again, this is not the resin hack that I'm talking about. My absolute favorite resin hack has come from a fellow YouTuber. I've recently done a video showing you the technique that they used in order to get some vinyl wording into their molds. Do you guys remember? I did a whole range of key rings, and I did like the Gen X feral Gen Xer key rings. I absolutely loved it. So here we are. We're going to be weeding, and oh gosh, I absolutely love this season. Now, before you come for me and say, but Claire, it's only August, why are you doing autumn? Listen, okay? If you are in the UK, you will know we are now in official drought. The whole of England and Wales are now in an official drought. It has been almost 3 months. We have not seen a drop of rain. And theoretically, obviously, that's not a good thing. But it sadly, tragically means that all the trees are struggling, and all of the trees around me are going brown, guys. It looks like autumn. I am craving autumn, and I can happily report that we got some rain today. So I am feeling a little bit happy and a little bit giddy. So this video is perfect timing for all things autumn. I went onto the Cricut design space. I looked up all things autumn. I typed in autumn phrases, fall phrases. Of course, I've got so many American friends here. 50% of my friends that watch my videos are in America. So thank you. I've got around 17% that watch from the UK. So again, I've added in the fall for my American friends. I had major problems weeding these two last ones here and I gave up. I quit. I am a big fat quitter. I don't care. I don't care. I will quit. As soon as anything becomes too tough, I'm over it. Moving on. I scrapped those. Now here is the hack. Here is the hack. We are going to UV resin. So they are still on the vinyl. They're still on the backing sheet. I'm going to use Let's Resin's UV resin. Any UV resin will do. I'm going over these individual little phrases and sayings. We've got hello autumn, we've got autumn girly, hello fall. And I'm coating very lightly all of these in UV resin and then I'm curing them. These then become individual little inclusions. They're not stickers because they're not sticky. I'm going to call them stickers though. They become individual little stickers that I can place into my medallions. Now, the reason I'm doing it this way is because transferring all of these onto transfer tape is A, way more time consuming, B, more fiddly. The medallions are small, so I need to make sure that I'm transferring these down on, and C, the UV DTF stickers are a tad bit textured. They have got a texture to them. And I really want these phrases and these little, you know, autumn girly and hello fall. I want them to sit slightly above the sticker, right? So they just add a little bit of depth. It's just so easy to do it this way. For me, being able to do this is 100 times easier than individually using transfer tape to individually transfer each and every one of these into the medallions. And finally, you can place them easier. You see, once you've stuck these down, they're down, right? It's permanent vinyl. Once you've stuck them in, they're in. But doing it this way, I've added a teeny tiny bit of UV resin onto the UV DTF sticker. Now I can play around with my little, I guess, inclusion. I can play around with my little phrase, making sure that I've got it absolutely central to the medallion, or making sure that I've got it exactly where I want to get it, right? Whereas if I was using transfer tape to individually transfer all of this vinyl directly onto the autumn sticker, there's a risk. You're running risks, whereas here, look, I can just shimmy it around, get it exactly where I want it before I cure it. So for me, this is definitely one of my absolute favorite resin hacks to use, and it's been a while. I don't think I've done this technique ever since I did the Feral Gen X video. I don't know if I even mentioned the channel, but the channel was Seriously Creative on YouTube. Seriously Creative on YouTube was one of the very, very first channels I ever watched many, many years ago at the beginning of my resin journey. And I absolutely loved their creations. Their aesthetic was just stunning. And I just recently mentioned them in that video where I tried this hack and realized it's a game-changing hack, especially if you're weeding small things, and just it takes away the need to transfer it all. And you see here how I'm placing it down. There's just a bit of float. They're floating more than, you know, stuck to the autumn sticker. I hope I'm making sense, but they just add a little bit of something. And yeah, life's easier. It's just life is made easier by this. I swear by it. Let me know if you guys have tried this hack yet, because honestly, I absolutely love it. Now, I am using UV resin in the mould to then place these down in the mould, and all of that UV resin gets absolutely cured, fully cured, before I fill the mould with epoxy resin. Now, to fill these up, I am using the Apex. There's no reason why I used Let's Resin to begin with and Apex to finish it. It's just what was closest to me at the time. So I'm using the Apex, which is the stunning UK-based crystal clear epoxy resin, but they do ship worldwide. So again, if you're interested in Apex resin, I will leave them linked below. I'm topping these up. I did put the resin through the Let's Resin bubble remover to make it as crystal clear as possible, but I am topping these up now, and the beauty of this is that you immediately cannot see the UV resin. No one would ever know that I used a UV resin hack to get these into the mold. But the lovely thing about it is I got all of those phrases exactly where I wanted them, and it takes the pressure away from transferring it with vinyl tape. I'm shaking right now. I was like, am I hungry? I was literally like pouring the resin, looking at my hand like, why am I shaking? Am I hungry? Do I need a cup of tea? But I think I was trying to get these to the point where they had a beautiful dome on them, but you know, not too much that it was going to come out and over the edges. Now, if you are new here, I don't have level surfaces, and that really is imperative to have level surfaces. So 24 hours later, it's time to put all of these together. These are not going to be key rings for once. They're going to be fridge magnets because I am absolutely in love with these, and I'm going to keep them. They're not going to go into the shop where I sell my things in town. I'm going to keep them. They're going to go on my fridge because I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with the finish, everything about them. It's just perfect. I never say that. You never hear me on this channel say perfection. Well, really. And today I'm saying it. Absolute perfection. You cannot see the UV resin. You cannot see that sticker in effect. You can't see where I've put that down into. Clear resin hides clear resin. It's just the way it's always been, and thus they've become invisible. So this is me like, oh, I need to check these, but the fridge is 2 stories down and I'm not going downstairs. Let me grab my stickers, my scissors. Let me grab my scissors, check it against the scissors. Yay, it works. They're quite strong magnets. These magnets were not cheap. They are from Amazon. They are the 3M magnets. I just typed in extra strong magnets, and they're self-adhesive with a little sticky pad. They worked dream, and yeah, this is what we're looking like. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have tried this hack with the vinyl and using the UV resin over the top to peel it away like a sticker. It genuinely, I can't explain it. Well, I can. I've overused the words. It makes life easy. It makes life so easy. My absolute favourite one out of all of these is Autumn Girly. And here's me getting in a right mess with the magnets. Who knew? Who knew that magnets are attracted to each other? Autumn Girly is my favourite. And I'm like, why did I only make one of those? Why? I should have made at least 2 or 3 of those. But when I messed up the other vinyl, it was too thin. I couldn't weed it. I just needed a huge magnifying tool to be able to weed it. It was way too thin and I just couldn't do it right. So I scrapped it and then I just cut out, 2 or 3 more of the others. Why didn't I do Autumn Girly? It's absolutely my favourite. But again, these were so easy to use. Sticking down the sticky pad and then just attaching the magnet to the back. And I am chuffed to bits with the results of these magnets. And again, very rarely do I say that anything came out perfect on my channel, but I have to say there is nothing I do not like about these. I mean, I think 1 or 2, if you stare at it long enough, you can see an air bubble. But oh gosh, can you see the depth? Can you see the way that the vinyl just sits above the sticker? It's not the same depth as the sticker because I've added the UV resin in between them and they're just floating above the surface. I love that. And it's creating a shadow on the autumnal sticker underneath. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts. I hope you feel inspired. All of the details, of course, will be down below for Amanda Towgood, for your UV DTF stickers, for Let's Resin, for Apex Resin, and of course for Moulds and Shapes. Do not forget to get your 10% discount. They are back up and running and I am loving their new molds that they recently sent me. Cannot wait to share those with you. I will see you all in the next video and I hope you enjoy my autumn series. Bye.